Hey everyone, guess who's back? It's Kamish, back here with Week 7 previews. Things are getting hot and heavy, so let's just get right into it. The first game there, it's myself and Horror Business taking on Eric and Swahino. Both of us are 4-2. First meeting in the LOC together. I'm looking at this one, it's 2 playoff teams. But there's some things happening, like the Browns are on the bye, so basically half my team's on the bye, which is going to make things difficult, obviously. He's got Lamar Jackson. He's the 3rd best quarterback in fantasy. I'll be missing the 3rd best running back in Nick Chubb. It's obviously going to cause some problems. It's interesting to see we're both playoff teams. I'm the 8th best in scoring. He's 15th best. I got Swahino winning this one, though, and winning his 4th straight. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Next up, I got Luke and Too Good for a Name, 3-3, taking on Sean and Fallen Misfits, 4-2. Game of the week candidate for sure. After 3 years, this is their first meeting. They've never met before. I was shocked when I saw that. It's going to be an important one. Winston, Connor, DJ Moore on the bye for Fallen Misfits. Flacco will get the start on Thursday. That's scary. For the most part, Luke has his entire lineup available to him. Great matchup. These guys, Sean's 3rd best in scoring, Luke's 7th best. I think because of the bye issues for Sean, I'm going Luke, Too Good for a Name to win this one. Both teams are going to be 4-3 after week 7. Next up, Robert and Templars, 3-3, taking on Lucas and Green Lightning, 2-4, 2 original owners. Looked at the history here, and Lucas has owned Robert. Last year he beat him twice in 2017, beat him twice in 2015. The only time Templars beat Lucas was in 2014, so it's 5-1 lifetime. I originally had Lucas winning this one, but I'm switching it to Templars for obvious reasons. Lucas has sold his team. He didn't sell his team when I put the projections together originally. This is going to put Robert into 4 straight wins, and right now he's a playoff team. Winning a 4th straight here could be obviously a statement as well. He's also the 5th highest scoring team in the league, so look for Templars in this one. Next up, I got Milan in the 6, 1-5, taking on Ryan and Deuce Bombers, 3-3. Don't think we have to spend much time on this one. The 6 is sold. Bombers is dangerous, obviously. Lifetime, they're 1-1. 2016, Milan beat Deuce. 2017, Deuce beat Milan. Deuce is the 2nd highest scoring team. Obviously, would love to get that scoring title and that money, I'm sure. So I got Bombers to win this one easily. Next up, it's the Toilet Bowl. It's LA Island 1-5, taking on Norman, Canadian guy 1-5. First meeting, obviously, for the 2. It is the Toilet Bowl. LA 19th highest scoring team. Norm's the 20th. Looking at LA, what I saw was Chase Daniel starting at the time of the video. I know there was a veto trade, so we'll have to see if Daniel will be starting. It's the Toilet Bowl, so really I'm going to go Norm and Canadian guy to win. I think Mahomes will carry him to a win in this one. Next up, we got a divisional battle, red and white divisional battle. Joshua, Life's a Mitch, 3-3, taking on Age and Age Crew, 3-3. First meeting between the 2, but I'm looking at Adrian's got Godwin and Jones on the bye. For Life's a Mitch, well, he's got Superman on the bye, but is Cam Newton ever going to come back and start? It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Obviously, made a mess of your quarterback situation. But with Mitch being the 4th highest scoring team in this league, he's dangerous, and I think he's obviously a lot more dangerous than Adrian in this one with those guys on the bye. I got Mitch to win. Next up, we got Brandon and the Architect 5-1, taking on Chris and True North 4-2. Also a game of the week candidate here. First meeting, they never played last year. For True North, he's got C-Mac on the bye, though, obviously one of the best players in fantasy. The good news is maybe Keneal Harry can make an impact, though. He's coming back. I'm also looking at True North. Is he a half seller? He kind of made the announcement that he's got guys available. even though he's going for a Maple Leaf Division title right now. And I think it's clear Architect has proven himself as he's first in scoring and would like to keep that to get the title. Also, regular season champ on the line. I got Architect to win this one. Next up, I got Billsy Bob's Danny 4-2 taking on Matthew and Cape Cod Sharknado at 2-4. Both these teams haven't done as great in scoring. Billsy Bob's 10th, Matthew 17th. Matthew did beat Billsy Bob's last year. But a big part of Billsy Bob's defense is also on the bye. I looked at this. He's got some big holes on defense. And it's funny because this is a rematch of the Kamara trade. Kamara for Edelman and a slew of picks. So we find out who wins the Kamara trade here. And guess what? I'm going Sharks to win. I had Sharks to win originally. And I like that they can take advantage of a bye week here. So I see Danny falling to 4-3 here since the trade. 0-2. Next up, we got Krista and Storm 3-3 taking on Doosan and Subotica Spartans 3-3. First meeting between the two. I'm looking at Krista's team. It looks like Russell Wilson might be MVP possibly. He looked really good against the Browns. But he does have a tough matchup with Baltimore. I know he's at home. But Earl Thomas, he's going to want to make a statement in that Baltimore secondary. And Marcus Peters, new to the team. For Subotica Spartans, I got injuries hurting him for sure. And I have a feeling Stafford will rebound after that Monday night debacle. But I think Storm's going to win this one in a close one. But it's going to definitely be one I'll be watching. Last up, I got the game of the week, and it's going to be Brian and the 12th man sitting at 3-3, taking on Susan Fighting Geese 4-2. Reason why this one's game of the week: two original owners, rich history. I looked back, 2014 and 15, the 12th man won both games, so 2-0, and then in 2016 it was a split. 2017 Geese won 2, and then basically last year in a rubber match game, 12th man beat Fighting Geese by .24. So the 12th man's 4-3 lifetime. These guys used to be divisional opponents. So there's a lot of history there. 8th meeting between the two. For Suze, Jarvis Landry's on the bye. So that's definitely going to hurt, losing her top receiver there. For Brian, pretty much full roster available. Same with Fighting Geese other than Landry. I've been betting against Suze all year, and then the other team usually wins. So I'm going to go 12th man to win this time, hoping that maybe Suze might win. But then my brother would be in big trouble too. But so we'll see what happens. It's an important game for both. I think it's a great game of the week, considering it's their 8th matchup. I hope you guys have a great week 7. I've had a lot of excitement putting it together for you, and let's see who wins on that field.